What's happening, everybody? Welcome to NFL Total Chaos here at Picks and Parlays. I'm your host, Allie Burns. If you've never seen the show before, here's how it works. I've plucked these two professional cappers, expert handicappers, if you will, right off of the picksandparlays.net site and pit them head to head. I'm giving them 5 NFL games that are going down this Saturday, October the 26th, and they're telling me if they go over or under the total. Sniper West, my friend, the champion. You had both total chaoses, college and NFL. Had great weeks last week. You were 4-1, friend, and you crushed it on Thursday night player prop drops. So viewers out there, look for this week's version of the Thursday night football player prop drops. Wes, how does it feel to be here with a crown on your head?
Yeah, no, it feels great. It's great to be here with Higgs. So Sean Higgs, funny little backstory. He's actually the guy that got me into this industry a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. He hooked me up with the previous ownership of Picks and Parlays. And it's just been a great ride ever since. So I got to tip my hat here to Mr. Sean Higgs for getting me started. And he's a great guy, fantastic handicapper, everybody, no matter what Allie Burns says about it.
Hey, me and Sean Higgs have had dinner before, and we have matching seahorse salt and pepper shakers. Okay,
we do.
Me and Higgs go way back too. All right, how's it going, Sean Higgs?
I was gonna steal the seahorses off the table at the Houston Aquarium, and Allie and then bought seahorses. Apparently, she knows the inside scoop because people, I guess, stole them, so they know they stole them. So she's like, "No, look, we got them for you. You don't have to go back to your Jersey hooligan roots. We got a lot of class down here."
I am all for swiping salt and pepper shakers, but I needed 2 sets and we only had 1 table. So, and Ryan, my friend Ryan, who we went with, he still has his set too. So anyway, seahorses
and I want to
rule.
say thank you, Wes, for the kind words there about me. And now I can't even tease you for your Dodger crown that you're wearing on your hat.
He can't stand the Dodger. Hey, we're 2-1 to take the World Series, so we'll see what happens.
I agree. On the side note, I grabbed a 3-1 like in July. I'm like, you know what, 3-1 with the Dodgers, it's got to be worth a shot.
Yeah,
that's just because they'll never be a dog. When would they be a dog?
Yeah, hey, maybe you can hedge your way out of that one if you want.
I don't think so. I think you guys are going to win. I already took. Here's a bonus play run line. I already took them plus 127 for.
Listen, everybody, we're here for hot damn football. It's total chaos. This is chaos right now. We're talking baseball on a football show.
Well, reel it in, host.
I just did, ladies. All right, let's do the damn thing. All right. We are going to start this one off with the Giants at the Eagles. The Giants are 2-5. Eagles are 5-2. Now, if you remember, about 2 weeks ago, this game happened in New York, and the Giants won that game, beat them 34-17. The total on that one was a 42.5. It sailed over. For the rematch, the total sitting at a 44.5. Sniper West, you're the champ, so you go first. What's it going to be, over or under?
Yeah, so, obviously, like you said, these two teams just met a couple of weeks ago. The Eagles are going to be ticked because they got embarrassed, right?
Yeah.
But the Giants are 3-4 to the under this year. The Eagles are 4-3 to the over. Obviously, New York is off that crazy loss to the Broncos. There were 33 points scored in the fourth quarter, and that was on a total. I think the total was 40 or 41 in that game, and there were 33 points scored in the fourth quarter, so that was pretty crazy. Jalen Hurts, he started throwing the ball around last week. He finally got AJ and Devontae Smith involved and everything. It was kind of funny. You mentioned the game, the Giants-Eagles game on Thursday night. So we did our Thursday night prop drop, if you remember. I took the under in that game at under 40.5, I think it was, and there were 51 points scored. So that was not a good look for Sniper West. But as it relates to this game, though, I like the over here. I just think there's going to be a lot of points. Philly, they just gave up 22 points to Carson Wentz, 34 to these Giants on Thursday night, 21 to the Broncos, 25 to the Bucks, 26 to the Rams. They're not playing great defense as of late, so I think it's going to be a lot of points. Give me the over. By the way, I have 44 as a number.
44 is your number? Okay. Do you still like it over 44.5? Can I just stick with that for the show? Do we need to change it right now?
I'll go over the hook. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sean Higgs, what are you going?
Well, I have actually 43.5 right here as I'm staring at it, but it's all right. I'm going with the champ, 4-1 champ, Sniper West. I guess I'm the chump because I'm 8-10-2 in my two shows here. So I'm just the chump, but I'm agreeing with the champ on the over here. And as Wes said, man, listen, you you got embarrassed by these guys on Thursday Night Football. You came back, you had a nice little win. You didn't look all that impressive with a pick 6 against Minnesota. But why do I feel like this is a kind of a circled game after that Thursday night where you got to kind of get the offense going and you score 17? You don't need that. Like, I mean, not to get down to nitpicking scores versus each other, but you know what, Philly? You haven't looked really great all year. You won some games in and out of the stats, winning games you should have probably lost. You know what? Scoring differential, you never know what's going to come down to it when it comes down to the seeding spots. So you lose 34-17 or whatever hell, you better return the favor in kind here at home. I want to see a 40 spot from them, believe it or not. I think this is going to be, forget the 43, 44, 44, 45s. I think this is going to be like a 44-30 game. I mean, I'm not a Giant guy, and somehow they score points with this team, but on the road, I don't know if they could do it again. Hello, there we go. Pair of overs for us on this game.
So we agree.
Surprise,
we already
surprise
agree.
graphics coming into the show.
Hey, I'm not a fan of the red and green little Christmas lights going on, but you know what? It's all right. It's chaos. Okay, so next one we're talking about is Buccaneers, and they are at the Saints. Sean Higgs and I discussed this one in our NFL Rapid Fire show that we just did. So if you want to play on the side for this game, head over there, check out that video, the NFL Rapid Fire. But for the purposes of this, this total opened at a 48.5. It's come down to a 46.5. Last week, both of the matchups for each team went under the total. We talked about it on the last show. Bucs got beat down on Monday night by the Lions. Saints faced their former head coach, so they kind of had an emotional loss as well. So, yeah, 46.5. It's come down. Sean Higgs, you're up first. Over or under the total?
We are going under the total here. And really, Tampa Bay, you're going to get caught up with injuries here. It's going to catch up. A short week to boot. Not a good spot. The Saints are a weird kind of bend don't break kind of team. They hang around. They don't give up a lot defensively. They don't do a lot offensively. I actually like the under. It was a free play for me the other night with Detroit and Tampa Bay. Right? Everybody's think you come out here score a bunch of points. I don't see it. Again, this is more short week injuries. I think this is like a 35 type game, believe it or not. I think somebody's going to score maybe 13. It's a division game. I'm going to say a battle. Nothing really fancy with DVOAs or any of that. These aren't two sexy defensive clubs and those kind of matters. I just think in this kind of situational spot, I'm taking the under.
All right. What are you going to do in this kind of situational spot, Sniper Wes?
Yeah, so you get the Bucs off that loss to the Lions, so that was, a little bit embarrassing for them. They did not play well offensively at all. They're going to want to bounce back. They're 4-3 to the over. New Orleans is 3-4 to the under. They did beat the Giants. If you remember, they put up 26 points against the Giants. They put up 21 versus the Niners. But those are the only 2 games of their 7 games that they've cracked the 20 mark. Right? All the other 5 games they played, they can't score points, and that's just because their offense is putrid. I mean, I like Spencer Rattler, nice guy and everything, but long term, I don't think he's the answer there. Obviously, no Mike Evans, he's out for the year, so that doesn't bode well for the Bucs. I like the under here too. Give me under 40. I have 47. I'll go under
47.
We should have all got together and discussed the totals before the show started.
That might have been a good idea.
Like we usually do. However, for the purposes of the show, we're sticking with my totals. It's a 46.5. And
shop around, folks, with the total. Shop around.
Yeah, and you guys can shop around. You can even buy points if you want to. But 46.
No. Not buy points. Don't listen to Hallie.
Don't buy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's an option. It's out there. You can buy points. You can tease stuff. You can please stuff. There's all kinds of things you can do to manipulate the number. That's all I was getting at. I, Allie Burns, the Plus Money Honey, do not in any way, shape, or form endorse buying points. It's bad value, people. You just got to play it and get a better number. Okay, let's move on to the Titans at the Colts. Speaking of teams that put up 13 points last week, that was the Titans. They are 1-6. The Colts are 6-1. I found a lot of that this week. A lot of 1-6, 6-1, 2-5, 5-2 matchups happening. So yeah, Titans put up 13 in a loss against the Patriots. The Colts dropped 38 on the Chargers on the road. The total ticked up 2 points. I've got it at 47.5. Can we agree on 47.5?
Let's do it. I'm glad you mentioned that.
That's it. That one's right on cue.
Okay, you're up, Wes. You're up. Over or under?
Well, let me tell you something, Allie. Nothing in life is more certain than death, taxes, and Colts team total overs. Okay, now I know we can't do a team
and
total.
X going to give it to you.
Yeah,
that's
we can't do that for the show. I get that. But the Colts are 4-3 to the over on the year, and that is just a sin because they should be 7-0 to the over. And I'll tell you why. They played Miami. They put up a bunch of points. Miami scores 8 points. Game goes under. They play the Raiders. They put up a bunch of points. The Raiders put up 6 points. Game goes under. They only put up 20 points versus the Rams, but it should have been 27. That game went under, by the way. It should have been 27 because that's when Adonai Mitchell dropped the ball at the 1 yard line. So that should have been 27 points too. So realistically, they should be 7-0 to the over here, not 4-3 to the over. I'm going to go over here. I just think they're going to score a lot of points. Obviously, these two teams, they met earlier in the year. It was a high-scoring game. I think there were 61 points scored. The question is, it's a little scary. Are the Titans going to score? Are they going to put up 14 or 17? I don't know, but maybe the Colts put up a 40-burger, and we just need, about 8 points from the Titans, and I think we're going to get there. So I have to go over. I can't go under in a Colts game this year.
Right. I get that. I totally get that. Higgs, do you have that same affliction that you have to take Colts games over?
Well, I agree with him with the team total for him. And yes, I mean, if you beat these guys 41-20, he mentioned the Raider game. It was 40-6. You lost by half a point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raiders. I mean, the 33-8, you get a team gets 33 points. You think there's no way it should not go over a total in the 40s. If a team's scoring 33, they're going to – here's the thing. Tennessee didn't get – they started out nice last week, right? They scored a touchdown there against the Patriots. Think, all right, here we go. We got the fired coach bounce. We're going to score some points. And then they did absolutely jack crap, right? So now you got to take the road. Can we get 10 out of them? Because I think we're getting 40 from the Colts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how – look at the scores, 38, 31, 40, 20, 41, 29, and 33. And the 20 was, again, a drop touchdown away from 27.
Right.
How are they not scoring 35 here? Right? It's an over. I'm not going to overthink things here. No, we'll take the over.
Don't overthink your overs.
Who knows?
Okay, this is looking like a fairly profitable total chaos here, people. That's what I'd like to say about this. Let's move it right along. Sean's favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, are taking on the Broncos. Let me see what I have to say about that. The Cowboys, 3-1, are at the 5-2 Broncos. Both of these teams put up a lot of points last week. The Broncos squeaked out a 33-32 victory over the Giants. 65 points scored in that contest. The Cowboys dominated the Commanders 44-22, I believe it was. So this total opened at a 48.5. Now it's moved up to a 51.5. Is that too many points, or are we sailing over this one too? Sean Higgs, you're up first.
I'm going over. Give me the over. I mean, how the heck you let the Giants come here on the road? Now, Thursday, they had some extra time to prep. I get all that. You were off a game where, 11-10 you beat the Jets, where your offense didn't look good, your defense looked great. You play that kind of game and not even show up till the fourth quarter? Listen, I think that the Broncos have a decent defense. I think it's okay. I mean, they're 2-5 to the under, Dallas 5-2 to the over. I think this Dallas offense is clicking. I was like on a Dallas under for the season win total based on worried about their offensive line and the defense. Mm-hmm. That gets some time. Dude, this is what he does. We've seen this the last few years, right? He gets time back there. They're going to put up 30-some points a game. And the defense is going to – who knows what you're going to get. Roll the dice, folks. I mean, we're going to get Max Crosby to help out the defense. Give me the over. I think we see points again. I don't know. I like to see what West guys say because for them to give up 32 to the Giants like they did and not even show up the first half, because you look at some of the scores of these guys, who are they? Is it the sophomore for Knicks? Like they kind of get the film on him. He's not as good. He's not running as much. I don't know. I'm just going over because Dallas is going to score 30, and the defense, well, let the chips fall where they may. This is going to go. Someone's going to have a big offense today.
All right.
And I need a little bit of offense from the other squad. I think I'll get it.
All right. Well, let's see what Sniper Wes has to say. Do we agree for a fourth time in a row, Wes?
Well, we should probably change the name of the show to Total Consensus instead of Total Chaos because I like the over too. So as Sean alluded to, Dallas is 5-2 to the over this year. And why is that? They score a lot of points and they cannot play defense. It's really that simple. Obviously, the Broncos come off that game. They gave up, there were 33 total points scored in the fourth quarter, which is crazy on a total of 40. But the sophomore slump thing with Bo Nix, I'll tell you what, I was high on the Broncos coming into this year. I thought Bo Nix was going to take the next step. I thought maybe he could get into the top 12, top 10 quarterback in the league territory, but that has not happened at all. He's missing all kinds of wide receivers down the field that are open. These guys are open, and he just keeps overthrowing them. I've been watching a lot of Broncos games, so it's very, very frustrating for Sean Payton, probably for Bo Nix as well. But if Bo's going to have a game where he breaks out and has a fantastic game, it's going to be against the Cowboys defense. So I think he does that. I think Dallas does their thing, and I think it goes over. I mean, remember last week, the total was – I was on Total Chaos with Tim Earl. And we were talking about 55. We're like, are we scared to take over 55? And Tim's like, no way, man. This game's going to be 60 points at least. And it was a barn burner. It was 60 points at least. So, give me the over. Yeah, the odds makers don't want to put these totals at 57, 58 because people are going to hammer the under.
Right.
But, I mean, they might need to start thinking about it with Cowboys.
The thing about the under, I was saying before the show, I like an under because you're winning that bet until you're not winning it. From the start of the game, you're winning that bet. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Tim Earl said 55. I don't care if it's 65, it's going over. He was 3-2 last week. No matter which handicapper you took on Total Chaos last week, you made money. He was 3-2. Wes was 4-1. It's a beautiful thing, people, making money off of information. Okay, so last game for the round. If you guys agree on this one as well, I'm going to ask you to pick the exact score for the Packers and Steelers, okay? Price is Right rules. Wes will pick first. Price is Right rules. Closest without going over. Before we do that, also, everyone, if you could just jam on that like button for me, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit subscribe over at our YouTube channel, Picks and Parlays, and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss any of our content. Don't forget, very important. Okay, so last game of the round, it's the Packers of the Steelers, the Sunday night game. Packers are 4-1-1. Steelers are 4-2. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, 3.5-point favorite against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. But Steelers are back at home after a close loss to the Bengals. The total opened at a 46.5. I've got it at a 44.5. Are we all good on that number? And Wes, you go first.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh is 4-2 to the over this year. And, for all the hate that Aaron Rodgers gets in the media, he's actually having a pretty decent year at quarterback. He's completing 68%. 14 touchdowns, I think only 5 interceptions, QBR of 105, which is pretty good. He's never going to be the Aaron Rodgers he was with the Packers when he was winning MVPs every year. But he's, serviceable. He's the best quarterback that Pittsburgh Steelers have had in years, that's for sure. The Packers, they're pretty consistent offensively. It's kind of funny. I think they scored 27 points on the dot 4 times this year, which is just
I noticed that too. Yeah. I love that little fun fact. Yeah.
But, the Packers do have a pretty good defense, though. Obviously, Micah Parsons. And if you remember going back to the beginning of the season, they held Washington to 18 points. That was with a healthy Jaden Daniels. They held the Detroit Lions to 13 in week 1. So they can play defense when it comes down to it. And, the Steelers, I think they're going to bounce back defensively. They just gave up 33 points to the Cincinnati Bengals, the Joe Flacco-led Cincinnati Bengals. So I think they're going to want to bounce back defensively here. It's Sunday Night Football. It's the last game on the slate. It's prime time. Public will probably be hammering the over, so this is probably a pretty good public fade, like the under in Pittsburgh between the Packers and the Steelers.
All right. For all the marbles, Sean, over or under in the Packers at the Steelers?
Well, I guess the price is going to be right because I'm on the under as well here with this.
Woo!
I'm going to go back. You had Thursday night. You let Flacco come down the field with 50 seconds left to steal a win. You got some extra time to get the defense going. and you're facing I don't know if the Steelers feel the way that Aaron Rodgers feels about facing Green Bay, but Tomlin in this kind of role, I'm expecting defense, especially off an embarrassing performance. And you got the Packers in too. They don't look all that great versus the Cardinals. Now, were they looking forward to this, or was it just a flat spot after? It's Arizona. Who cares? Everybody's going to be watching. I agree with Wes where he was saying everybody's going to just be on the over with these quarterbacks and thinking you see these scores like, oh, they can't stop anybody, this and that. I'm disagreeing. I think the Pack and the Bears. Can I give the score first, or is it Wes is the champ? So he gives the score first.
Yeah, Wes is going to go first. Okay, so before we get final scores, I'm going to give you guys just a minute to kind of do a little math, figure out what you're liking here. I'm going to talk about some promotions for you guys and do a quick recap, all right? So the recap, no, you can recap me. So the recap on this one, we're going to go Giants at the Eagles. It's a 44.5. They're both going over. Bucks and the Saints, 40. I need my glasses on. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay, 46.5. They're both taking it under. Titans are at the Colts. It's a 47.5. They're going over. Cowboys Broncos 51.5 is going over. Packers Steelers 44.5 is going under. Now, if you want your bankroll to go over the total of what it's currently at, you need to follow these two guys and find them at picksandparlays.net. They are expert handicappers, been on the site a long time, making people lots of money. Higgs, we just checked you out on the leaderboard. You were 80% number 2 overall in the last 3 days over at the site. Tell the people what they're going to find when they buy your plays over at picksandparlays.net.
Hopefully some more winners. College football, NFL, Major League Baseball. I will dabble into the ice and NBA, but more football for me right now. Your basketball will come in another week with college hoops, but
yes,
get a weekly pass. Get on board. You don't want to miss out a game. I put stuff out early and often. So
early and often. All right, that's what he said. Okay, so Sniper Wes, he's kind of crushing the leaderboards as well. I've got you over the last 7 days. You're number 2 on the site over all sports, up $941. That's 64%. And over the last 30 days, $1,915 is what Wes has made you. That is 58%, 59% over at the site. Guys, use the leaderboards if you're looking to buy premium plays. It's right there when you pop onto picksandparlays.net. It's got all the handicappers, all the sports, and the overall, what their records is, how much money they've won, all the things, guys. Utilize your resources here. Okay, for all the marbles, Wes, what is the final score to the Packers and the Steelers? What's the total number going to be?
Well, since the Packers have scored 27 points 4 times this season, right? They scored 27 last week against the Cardinals, 27 versus the Bengals, 27 versus the Commanders, and 27 versus the Lions. I'm going to go 27-17 Green Bay, which means they cover as well, coincidentally.
Okay, what's the math on that? 44? 27-17 is 44. Okay, so 44 is your number. Sean Higgs.
I'm going 39 total points, 23-16 Steelers.
23-16 Steelers. Okay, so 44-39, closest without going over. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could just make the tiebreaker being who covers, because I took the Packers to cover, he took the Steelers. So, but we'll keep it a total show, I guess.
Well, it's called totals. Yeah, it's total chaos. That would be totally chaos if we just threw a side in here all of a sudden. Think about it.
Yeah, totally sides.
Jeez. Okay.
Totally sideways, like the show's going.
Okay, guys, so that is your NFL total chaos for week 8 in the NFL, right? Yeah, we're on week 8 now, just moving right along. Guys, don't forget, jam the like button, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel, and ring the bell for notifications, and then follow us over on X at Picks Parlays. Thank you guys for joining us, and like I always say, may the best capper win.